Welcome to the Baker's Bench Online, your newest online connection to the baking industry. I'd like to show you right now how we create a user account on the Baker's Bench, and as always, user accounts are free. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Member Area in the top menu all the way to the left-hand side. And if you just simply click the word Member Area, it'll take you to the Member Area where you can log in or sign up for a new account. Or you can go to the drop-down items in the menu, which are Member Groups, Member Photos, Member Videos, Invite Friends, or Register. For the purpose of this demo, we're going to hit Register so that we can create our new account. And this will take us to a registration form. Now, at the registration form, before we begin filling anything out, you'll notice at the bottom of the form there's a Sign In with Facebook button. If you have a Facebook account, you can use your Facebook credentials in order to create an account on the Baker's Bench, in which case your Facebook and Baker's Bench accounts will be linked together, which means anything that you post on the Baker's Bench will be reflected on your Facebook account, and vice versa. You can draw in Facebook items from Facebook into Baker's Bench, but we'll cover that in another video. Right now we're going to fill out the account manually. So let's start out with our name. And then choose a username, and then your email address, and a password. And it'll tell you whether or not the password is strong or weak. I'm going to go with one that's probably moderate. Yep, normal strength. And then we have terms and conditions. Now you can click here and read through the terms and conditions. There's not that many. It just basically says that no vulgar activity or inappropriate activity, otherwise you're going to lose your account. As we go on, the terms and conditions will probably increase in size as we come along, things that we want to make sure that are not happening on the site. But I'll let you read that at your leisure. And then you check that you have read it and agree to it. And then you fill out the security challenge. Now these challenges are designed to differentiate between a internet bot and a human being trying to create an account on the website. Sometimes they're not the easiest to read, so let's see if I've got it. If you can't figure out the graphic, over to the right of the graphic are three buttons. The top button with the two arrows in it is Get a New Challenge, which will display new words. The second button down is Get an Audio Challenge, which it will give you an audio description of the words so you could type it in what you hear. And the bottom one is a little help button if you need any help with this. I think I've got the letters correct, so I'm going to hit Next. And if it is correct, it should take us to the next step. The next step is choosing a profile type. Now, we want to know what kind of person in the baking industry you are. We want to make sure that we have members of the baking industry here and that they're very well represented in what branch of the industry they belong to. So as you're filling this out, take into consideration what your profile type is. Are you a bakery owner? Are you a bakery employee? Are you into manufacturing, distribution, or supplies? Are you an industry organization or club? Are you a multimedia or trade publication? Are you a culinary school? Or are you a culinary student? And of course, we love to see the students on here. I'm a bakery employee, so I'm going to go ahead and choose bakery employee. And based on that, it will take me to the third and final form, which has information relating to that profile type. And this is just basic general information, but again, it helps us recognize who the members of the site are and that we are actually serving the baking community. So here I'm going to choose for gender, male, and my birth date is 21 August 1972. And you'll see that the items with the asterisk next to them, like gender and birth date, are mandatory. About me, you can fill in later on if you want to. It's not mandatory during the registration process. I'm going to put, I'm a fun kind of guy. There we go. Contact information, if you'd like, you can list your mobile phone, land phone, and full address. Those are not mandatory during the registration. However, it is mandatory that you fill out your state, your city, and your country. You can just hit the first letter of the country until it goes all the way through, or you can choose it with the drop-down list. Years in the industry, 20. Attended a culinary school? No, I have not. Had I attended a culinary school, what is the name of the school? Organization member or affiliate? Currently, I am not. And if I was a member of like the RBA or one of the other organizations, I could list those here. What is my position as a baker or a bakery employee? Are you a manager, head baker, head cake decorator, sales staff? I'm going to choose baker and cake decorator. And what is the business name that you're currently affiliated with? Or you can list a previous business if you're currently unemployed. Or you could simply put unemployed. Let me fill out this. Eckloff Bakery. Your business location. We'd like to know where the bakeries are so we know who's participating and from what parts of the country or world. And business description. You can be as descriptive as you'd like. I'm just going to put retail bakery. If you want, you can list the kinds of products that you do. When was the business established? This is not mandatory. What is the web address for the business? We encourage that you fill that out. And then business phone and fax. I'm going to go ahead and leave those blank and click register. Now this takes us to a portion of the site that you can skip if you want to at the moment, or you can choose a profile picture. It gives you an automatically generated picture, which you can see on the screen underneath profile picture and thumbnail. If you'd like to, you can upload a picture, and I will say that even though it says the maximum file size for upload is 8 megabytes, the website is known in its early stages here to give you an error if you're loading a really huge file, like a camera size file of 3 megabytes or more. So please size down your picture to a reasonable size. If it keeps giving you errors, just keep making your picture file size smaller until eventually you find the sweet spot. So let's see, I put a picture on here. There we go, right there. And open. And then click upload. And it should just take a moment to upload. And there we have it. So now we have a profile picture. And then all the way over to the right is the next button. So you click that. And finally, it tells us your account has been created. An activation link has been sent to your email. You must activate the account by clicking on the activation link before you can log in. So let's go ahead and check our email. And here you see I have 2 new emails waiting for me. The first one simply says, "Welcome to the Baker's Bench. Thank you for registering at the Baker's Bench. Your account detail is as follows. Your username and password. Make sure you keep this so you don't forget those." The second email is, of course, the one that has that link. So all you have to do now is either click the link or copy and paste it into your browser. And when you do so, the website will tell you that your account has been successfully activated, and you can now log in using the username and password you chose. The reason we send you the activation link is to make sure that you really do own the email address that you gave to us, so that, again, we know that we're not being spammed by internet bots. Okay, so now at this point we can log in with our username and password. We can either do it from here or we can click member area. I'm going to go ahead and click on member area and then fill in the username and password. And if you choose Remember Me, then it will always have that information filled in when you come to this page. So click Login. And there we are. Now we're logged into the website. We've created our account, and you see under the Members section on the right-hand side, under Newest Members, there's my new member account. And the first thing that you see is just like looking at Facebook or any of the other social networking websites, you have the ability to share what's on your mind through your status update, or you can upload photos, or you can do videos and events. You can scroll down and read what's been going on the website. As you post things, they show up on the wall, so everybody gets a chance to see what people are doing on the site. And that's how you create a brand new user account. All right, we're going to talk about the profile in another video, so get your account created, and we'll see you online.